of minutes. You know how I do it. I do it every Monday through Friday. Um, Time unknown, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to do it around 2 o'clock today, just to see how many people I can get. In fact, I don't need these right now, right? So I don't know why I even have those on my head. But hey, hope you guys are well. Happy Friday to you. Today is Friday, April 7th. And happy Good Friday to you. So hopefully you guys have a great Easter weekend. Stay safe. Eat lots and do whatever you do on Easter. Go ahead and do it. Do a lot of it, but just stay safe. But anyway, I'm Russell of Hotels. I do these lives every single day. I think I said that already, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm just making sure that I am live on LinkedIn as well as on YouTube. There we go. So there you go. So I'm live on LinkedIn and YouTube as we speak. Feel free to make comments because I can see the comments, right? I see the comments here and I can put them on the screen so everyone can see, right? So as you can see in my background, that's just some that's all about Russell of Hotels, right? So, who is Russell of Hotels? Always make sure when you do these lives, make sure you do three things, okay? If you don't remember anything else, remember three things. Who are you? People want to know, who the heck is this guy? I'm Russell of Hotels, Russell Edmond. Two, what do I do? I'm a hospitality entrepreneur. I'm a hospitality personality, which means boom. You can't do these shows without being somewhat of a personality or having a personality, but I don't take that lightly, right? I come with a wealth of experience within the hotel space, 25, 30 years of hotel experience at 14 different hotels, various positions. Started off as a housekeeping manager, worked my way up to sales, front office, did some food and beverage, assistant, assistant GM, director of sales and marketing, and a general manager. Okay, so I do come with a little bit of experience, so I know it. I kind of know a little bit of what I'm talking about within this space. Currently do some hospitality content creating as well. I call it being a brand show off, where I show off people's brand, just like I'm showing off this brand Russell of Hotels right now in the backdrop, and I'll show off a couple other brands as well, right? So right now this is creating content. Anything that you put on or post on social media is creating content. That is, you're a content creator, right? So you're creating something for someone to see and for someone to take action upon, right? So if it's your market, if it's not, whatever, I mean, you can get into specifics, but I'm just giving you a little scrape of what's going on. And then also I do hotel site selection, where I assist companies and organizations with finding that right hotel for their retreat, for their conference, their convention, their sales meeting, whatever the heck it is, wherever it is, whatever it is, wherever it is, I'm here to assist, right? So in fact, speaking of that, I just got off the phone, or got off the email, not got off the phone, I got off the email with a client and my new hotel partner, right? And so we're setting up this what do you call it? A site tour at the end of the month, right? So she's on the East Coast. My client's on the East Coast. The hotel's here in Los Angeles. That's where I am as well. So we wanted to make sure we touch base and say, hey, I need to stay at the hotel. I need to, I want to site at this day, this time, whatever. So when I mentioned yesterday, if you guys follow me yesterday or watched this yesterday, I said it's important that you copy your client on every step of the way. Every correspondence that you receive from the hotel partner, you want to share that with your client, right? So I made sure I shared everything. So when I went to my client and asked her, say, hey, because the hotel, my sales contact, she responded with an email. I sent her an email yesterday. She responded back within 24 hours, which was, I knew she would do that. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then she said the date was fine. It's just that the time was different. She goes, I'm available like at 2:30. Okay. So I'm like, cool. I made sure the client knew about that because I copied the client, right, on that same email. And the client was like, okay, good. I'm good with the 24th at 2:30. And she needed some guest rooms, right? So I let the hotel know that they needed guest rooms as well. She gave me a rate. Boom. Client confirmed. Okay, I need these dates I need 2 rooms on these dates. Boom, we're all set. So it's always important that you keep them abreast, because I didn't have to recreate the wheel. I didn't have to re-tailor everything and blah, 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 because she was already copied on the original email, right? So it makes things a lot easier, believe me, if you copy your client on the correspondent. I don't keep anything from my client. Okay. And hopefully she didn't keep anything from me. But anyway, but I mean that's up to her. If she wants to keep things from me, that's fine. But as far as me, I work for her, right? I work for her, and I'm trying to help the I'm partnering with the hotel, right? So it's important that there's no secrets. Whatever the hotel's telling me is basically just like telling the client, right? Because the client has to buy off on everything that the hotel's saying anyway, right? The rates, everything, contract, they have to buy off on everything. So why not, keep them in the loop, right? I don't understand why people don't, but maybe people do, and maybe I'm just saying, I'm just for my own benefit. I don't know, but anyway, okay, so that was done, so that's set. So we're good on that, and let's see what else. Like I said, I come on and do these lives. Do I have an agenda sometime? Yeah, I do. Sometimes I just want to talk. So, but no, today is not one of the days I want to talk. Actually, I just did want to say something. So the next slide, boom. Hospitality industry accounts for 72,000 jobs added. Now, this was last month, right? So 72,000 jobs were added within the hospitality space. Now, that's a wide range hospitality space. It can be hotels, it can be restaurants, it can be whatever, but it's within the hospitality space. Well, that's good. So hopefully we're training those 72,000 people. And that 72,000 accounts for 31% of all people that have been hired last month, right? So hotels, hospitality, kicking ass and taking names, right? But like I said, just hopefully we are taking advantage of training these employees because I was just out, was it a couple of nights ago? I went to the Laker game. You guys saw, I was at the Laker Clipper game a couple of nights ago, and I was with a friend of mine who I went to school with years ago. And he was talking about hospitality or hotels, asking, how my business was going and things like that. And he said, this is one thing that he's noticed. Now, he's not in the hospitality industry, right? But he is an entrepreneur and he travels a lot. And he basically told me that he said, I don't know what's going on, but since COVID, a lot of things have been laxed. Either hotels are not completely staffed, and I kind of shared with him why they're not staffed, but he said even the people that are there are stressed out. He said they're stressed out, they snap, they need help, they need training, all the above. He said is what they need. He said, I don't know what's going on, and I, kind of let him know that, yeah, it's true that a lot of hotels, a lot of restaurants are understaffed, and the training is lacking because basically you're hiring new people. So a lot of the people that were there before weren't rehired. They opted to go other places. So I kind of explained this stuff to him, and he not that was, not that he had a vote of confidence, but he was like, I understand, right? I understand what's going on, but for the consumer, it's not a good thing, right? So because we have many choices, and this is him saying this. He said, I have many choices to stay, right? I don't have to stay at this particular hotel, right? So if I'm getting bad or subpar service, or I notice that the employees are stressed or not enough staffing or whatever, he said, I can opt to go somewhere else. So those are things, those are real live comments from a real live, actually he's a Bonvoy member. I mean, he's been a Bonvoy member for years, right? So he likes Marriott's, but he said, you know what, I'm starting to try these independent properties because he said it seems like some of the more independent properties are, they have more staff or they're maybe a little bit more trained. And like I said, these are his words. He also mentioned that he stays at the Level Hotel downtown LA. And I said, that's one of my hotels. That's a partner hotel of mine. He said, really? I said, yes. I said, so next time you go and stay at the Level Hotel, ask for that Russell of Hotels rate. He said, you're kidding me. I said, no, I'm not. And this rate right here, I sent him the same information, right? So isn't that funny how that just segued into, what I was going to talk about today? Or, I mean, this kind of, this next slide, which is, all about the Level Hotel downtown LA. I said, his name is Tony. I said, Tony, use promo code ROH23. He said, I'm not going to remember that. So what I did when I got home, I sent him kind of similar to this. I sent him like one of the things, some content that I had created, right? So I sent it to him in video form. And he was like, oh, thank you very much. I got it. So stayinlevel.com, use promo code ROH23, which stands for Russell of Hotels 23, Level Hotel. So he actually stays there. He said, man, that's a great concept. I love that place. So I'm like, cool. So, but that's it. So there you go. So I'm just going back through this is the daily check-in. I do this daily check-in every single Monday through Friday. So today was no exception. I know it's Good Friday. We're about to go into Easter, but hey, you have to do what you have to do. You still have to post things, right? So always remember that be consistent thing. Be consistent, add value to someone, and have fun whatever you do, or be you. Okay, so don't try to be someone else. I'm not trying to be, someone else. I'm just trying to be the best Russell of hotels that I can be, right? So I'm consistent about what I do. In fact, I was just talking to a friend a couple minutes ago, and he said, "Hey, I saw you already went live." I said, "No, I haven't gone live yet." He said, "Well, I saw it on LinkedIn and YouTube." I said, "Well, that was yesterday's." He said, "Oh, that's yesterday's." He said, "So you're doing it again today?" I said, "Yeah, I do it every Monday through Friday." He said, "What time?" I said, "Normally the times vary." Okay, so I said, "I'm gonna try to do it about 2 o'clock." Well, I'm at 2:20 now, right? So I was a little late on that time, but that's okay. So it's okay that you're a couple minutes late, right? The important thing is that you're posting things consistently. If that's doing lives consistently, if that's posting the content that you have created consistently, it doesn't matter, just as long as you're doing it, right? If you ever need help with doing some of this stuff, reach out to me, and that's what I'm here for. I'm a resource. I'm here to assist. I get calls, all the time with people wanting to want to pick my brain. Well, you can pick my brain for a little while, right? But there's a certain point where, and I'm not afraid to say this, there's a certain point where conversations turn into consultations. Okay, so just be aware of that, right? So 30 minutes is about it, right? 30-minute conversation, is fine, but anything after that starts getting into that consultation. So, like I said, I'm not afraid to say that, and because that's what it is, right? So, but I'm here to help as much as I can. Like I said, I'm a resource for people that need hotels, for people that are planning meetings, hence the hotel site selection company that I have as well. Content creating, if you need help with content creating, where to start, right? What you should be doing, how you should be doing, what platforms, what's the frequency, how to create content. I mean, all those things are important, right? But what a lot of people don't realize is just starting is the most important key, right? Because I talk to a lot of people, oh, when I get this, I'm going to start. Or when this happens, when the dog and the cat run across the street, that's what I'm going to start. I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. Like, dog and a cat are never going to run across the street together. Okay, so, but yeah, so I mean, you believe the excuses, and those are excuses, right? Or I don't have time. Well, okay, if you don't have time, we'll slot out some time. I mean, because if it's marketing for your business, it's important, right? So I don't understand how we cannot make time to make our businesses more successful, or at least get the name out about your business, get the brand out. What do you stand for? What you're all about. Just be consistent. How you can help people. So it's about who you are, what you do, like what's your story, and how you can help, right? Because every brand has a story behind it, right? So a lot of people, when they're posting things about hotels, they just automatically go into a promotion. You know what I mean? Nothing has been established as far as that brand is concerned, other than, okay, we got a promotion, we got an Easter promotion, okay, and they're expecting people to jump on that when people don't know the story, right? So you have to know the story, and remember this, and this is one thing that I don't think people understand when it comes to marketing hotels. Just say you're a branded hotel, just because you have the brand whatever on your door or sign or whatever, and there's another one down the street, right? You're a separate brand. Okay, you're not the same brand as the one down the street. They have a different address. They have different people that work there. They have everything different. They may have a bed. They may have restaurants and things like that. But the people are different, right? So if there's an M on the building and there's an M across the street, that's two different brands, right? So they may try to treat it like that, but it's not the same. Okay, it is definitely not the same because, like I said, you got that people factor involved, right? Well, people will forget about that, right? Because the same people don't offer the same type of service. I don't care what you say. There's different people. You resonate with different people. Okay, so you have to market your hotels separately, differently. Okay, I'm just saying, just little, take it for whatever it's worth. But there you go. So anyway, so just in case you guys didn't know what this was, that's the convention center. This is a downtown LA. So that's the new, let's see, let's keep moving. This is the new, what is it called? Moxy and AC Hotel by Marriott. Okay, so due to open next week. I want to say it was supposed to open on the 4th, but now I think it's going to open next week, if I'm not mistaken, the 12th or the 17th or something like that. Don't worry, I'll keep you posted. But right here, that's the Moxy. See, I kind of zoomed in on it. That's the AC and then the Moxy are together. It's a dual branded property by Marriott. And if you were to look down the street or walk down the street, I guess that would be north of here on Figueroa. That's the convention center right there, LA's Los Angeles Convention Center. So down the street is LA Live, and you'll see the JW Marriott and the Ritz-Carlton. That's a dual branded property as well, within probably 3 blocks of this property here. And then across from there, there's the Residence Inn and Courtyard by Marriott, another dual property. So Marriott will now have a presence, a huge presence, right? So they have 3 dual properties or 6 separate properties, 6 separate Marriott properties within a 2 to 3 block radius. Boom, phenomenal. Okay, can you say brand saturation? Okay, is Marriott saturating the market? Yeah, I mean, that's good. Are they cornering the market right there? Definitely cornering the market downtown LA on Figueroa and LA Live. Okay, so if you know where LA Live is, all those hotels, with the exception of further north, would be, I think the IHG is there and a couple of 2 IHG properties, but they're not dual branded properties, right? So Marriott has 6 hotels within 3, I want to say 2 or 3 block radius. So you know what? Go ahead, Marriott. Do you? Okay. I started with Marriott, so hey, I'm a big fan. Okay, so I've always been a big fan. So there you go. So you guys have a great day. I want to thank you guys so much. I don't see any comments, which is okay. That's fine. Hey, no comment. That's all right. But I was ready for them. They had them. But anyway, you guys have a great Easter weekend. Be safe, and remember, Russell of Hotels will be back on Monday to do this again. And also remember, I have a show called On Air with Russell of Hotels. Comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Okay. In fact, let me get this out of here. I don't need that anymore. See, you don't need that, right? I can move those things out of here. So every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, or the challenging of hospitality, right? We talk about hotels. We talk about restaurants. We talk about CVBs or DMOs. We talk about influencers, you know, the important things about influencers or what you need to look out for influencers. So, in fact, next week I'm going to do a live. It has to do with influencer marketing. What is it? You know, what to look for? Because there's a lot of influencers out there that will market your hotel or market your brand or whatever it is, right? But is it one size fits all? Is it one influencer fits every hotel situation? No, it's not, right? So, and they're different as well, right? So every influencer, hotel influencer, travel influencer, or whatever, they all come with different expertise. And they're not all for every hotel, right? There's a lot of them that do luxury hotels, luxury branded hotels. What if your hotel is not a luxury branded hotel? What if it's a 3-diamond hotel? That's not luxury, right? Would you still use them to do your influence to do influencer marketing? I mean, see, those are things you have to think about because not one all fits all, right? Well, they have 100,000 followers. Okay, well, what does that mean? Who are the followers? Is it within your market segment? So because if you have a 3-diamond hotel and they do luxury, what makes you think their luxury people that follow them are going to utilize your hotel? So there you go. So you got to know the reason why you're doing things. Are sales attached to this, or is it just marketing and branding? So there's a huge difference, right? It's a huge difference because you're not going to get, well, what's my ROI and all this kind of stuff, right? Well, is it a sales metrics attached to that, or is it just you want to create awareness? There's several things you got to factor in before you just say, hey, we'll pay you, or we'll do this and we'll do that. And also, when we give, and I remember this, being a director of sales and marketing at the Sheraton Universal, I would get calls and emails all the time about They wanted to stay for free. A lot of influencers wanted to stay for free, right? Which is fine, but you have to vet them out, right? You can't just give everybody a comp room for 2 nights or 3 nights or whatever. You have to do your homework. Who are these people? Follow them, okay? Follow them and see what they do. See how they post. Is this something that aligns with your vision for your hotel, for your property? I mean, there's a lot of things you have to think about. And thank goodness I've taken a lot of time to think about it, right? to familiarize myself with, influencers, influencer marketing, who are the good ones out there. And there's a lot of good ones out there. Okay. So don't think that I don't think there's good ones out there, because I personally know good ones, right? So, and they know what they do, and I know which markets they handle and all that kind of stuff. So, and that's another resource, right? It's another resource to ask, if you have questions about it, how should I go about this? How should I go about finding a, influencer marketing firm or someone that does this? There's a lot of questions you should ask, right? Well, I got the questions and I got some of the answers. So, but anyway, so like I said, that's what I'm here. I'm a resource. I'm here to assist you. I do everything hospitality, everything hotel. Okay. So everything tourism. That's me. And if you want to throw in some non-meat eats, because for people that don't know this, I don't eat meat, right? So if you want to throw that in there too, I can talk about that as well. So, but anyway, that's it. I know I'm taking a little bit of your time, but where am I? 21 minutes. Okay, this is cool. 21 minutes. I'm good. So anyway, you guys have a great day, great weekend. Once again, happy Easter to everyone, and we'll see you on Monday. Peace.